With Project Me, and I want to take a couple minutes to talk to you about progression and accountability, and not like the accountability where you're checking in with a group, but accountability to yourself and your results. So something that we notice on your journey is that if you don't see the results you're getting, you might not stick with it as much. So we want to make sure you're visually able to see what's changing in your body so that you stick with it and get the best results possible. There's a couple different ways we're going to do that. Number one is with your photos, and there's another video that says how to take a selfie, so you guys can watch that and take great pictures front, side, and back. And you're gonna do those pictures every single week. You guys, that's my absolute favorite part of accountability, really seeing the change of your body. Wear something tight. I prefer shorts so that you can, or like shorts in a sports bra so you can see your skin change. It's phenomenal, and it feels really good just to see the results you're getting. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is gonna be your weight. I don't encourage you to weigh every day because if you do, you might get a little crazy. If you're doing some sort of documentary, no problem, but otherwise, once a week is a great time to weigh. I also take pictures of my feet on the scale when I do this so that I can look back at my phone and see each date and how my weight's changing. If the scale's not changing that much, you guys, we're gonna look at those photos, right? Because everybody's transformation is different. If you have a fancy scale with the body fat and all of that, don't pay too much attention to those numbers. You need something that's very high tech to be very accurate. It can give you a little guidance, but really beginning to end is where you want to pay attention to those numbers a little bit more. Oh, by the way, when you guys are doing your weight, you want to make sure you weigh at the same time every day in your routine. My favorite, first thing in the morning, without the clothes on, before I eat anything or drink anything. That's up to you. Just be consistent because my weight fluctuates like 4 to 5 pounds in a given day. So you want to make sure you're consistent with your weight. All right, the final one, which is why I'm holding this handy dandy measuring tape, is going to be looking at your inches. This is gonna be a little difficult to show you because I got this broken wing, but this is what happens when you live hard, guys. I'm gonna show you guys how to take measurements so you can see the amount of inches you're losing in addition to the visual pictures, right? There's a few different spots you wanna measure on your body, and I'm gonna give you some extra spots as well. The main thing is measuring tape, okay? So the device you're gonna use, you don't want it to be cloth or like stretchy or paper where it might rip. I love the plastic ones. You can get them at Walmart. Usually in this like the sewing section is great. And then I like to write on mine. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I love when I have my measuring tape for my body and I'm taking a measurement, I can go through and I'm kind of doing it, guys. I'm like a professional, okay? So I'm on my belly button right here. This is my midsection. I'm gonna make sure it's straight and I'm gonna pull it taut. That's a word. Not tight, that's where I'm popping over, and not loose where it's baggy. Taut is where it's just gonna be, it's exactly over my skin, and I'm gonna see where that lines up, right? At 31 there, okay? So when I do that, right across my belly button is gonna be the measurement that I take there. But let me show you all of them, but I'm not really gonna do it. So chest is gonna be right across the biggest part of your chest, like nipple line. Make sure the measuring tape's not like going like sideways. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Because it can be like this. Looks good, right? Okay, so right across the chest. Then you're gonna do your belly button for sure. If you want to do your waist, because you know you lose in your midsection, do the skinniest part of your body, right? That's your waist. Belly button no matter what. Then you're going to do hips. Hips are going to be across the widest part of your booty. So I turn to the side and look at myself in the mirror and I go right wherever the biggest part of my butt is, all the way across, making sure once again the measuring tape's straight. Yeah? All right, legs and arms. Arms, stand on your, with your hands on your hips like this and go right across the midsection. That's one way to do it, especially if you're gonna lose weight in the arms. If you're gonna be maybe adding some muscle, you can actually flex and take a measurement flexed. As long as you're consistent, you guys, it doesn't matter, right? And then the final thing is your legs. Two different ways you can do this. On your legs, fingertips straight down. Wherever my fingertips go, I measure at that exact same. So arms are straight right here, and I would measure right where their fingertips fall. My wings super broke there. But you guys get it, right? That's one way. What I like to do is I like to measure the widest part of my thigh. I can actually do this, baby. Okay, so wherever the widest part is, straight across, because that's where I'm gonna lose a little bit more than down here, but you wanna be consistent. So you guys pick based on that. If you wanna measure your neck, it's just right across your Adam's apple, or not for us girls. And then your calves is just right across the widest part of your calves. That's up to you. Measurements are great, you guys. Day 1, right now, you're gonna get off this, you're gonna get your measuring tape, do that. Week 3 and week 6, there's no need to measure every single week. It's kind of hard actually. And you can also have a friend measure you if you need a little bit of help. So this is how we're gonna keep track of your progress and your accountability towards yourself. You guys, don't discount the importance of this. It's so cool to see your results, but if you're not noticing them in like 3 weeks pass and your body's completely changed and you don't know it, it's hard to stick with it. So get off this, and you're gonna go ahead and take your weight, your pictures, and your measurements, and we'll get started. Can't wait to see your pictures, guys. Oh, by the way, you guys, I almost forgot one of the most important pieces. Accountability to other people, not just yourself, is going to get you better results. So what I've seen completely is that when you are willing to share what you got going on, it's going to be much better. We've got the private Facebook group, right? And that's private, but you can go in there and share your progress pictures every other week, every week, whatever you're feeling, and you're going to get so much better results. And even on the live videos, you can interact. If you're having problems, like this isn't changing as much, you can ask questions around that. So not only is this going to help you get better results because you're accountable to yourself, but be accountable to the group and ask a lot of questions so that I can help you as much as possible. Guys, we're going to get phenomenal results. I can't wait to see them. Thank you so much.